Oh, it's Bethesda. Okay, this is definitely Elder Scrolls 4. Definitely. Virtuos? I don't think I've ever heard of that studio.
The others, they would take you to the tower. They're behind us.
Love the detail on this. What the heck?
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings
Yep.
and the hope of the Empire.
This is definitely Elder Scrolls 4.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Yes! Yes, it's Oblivion! Let's go! Oblivion freaking remastered! Oh my gosh.
Here we are, 20
We're
years
getting a
later.
remaster, hopefully before GTA 6. Oh my goodness. We're getting Elder Scrolls 4 remastered
When
before
you
GTA
think
6.
about
I
the
love it
Elder
here.
Scrolls, to us, it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the
Oh,
6th
yeah.
chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define
wonder what 6 is
role-playing
gonna be
games
called.
and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's
Oh
really
yeah, they
amazing.
got connected all right.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games.
It was. The question is, when is it going to launch though?
I
Sure, it's
think
going
when
to come
it
out
comes
before
to
GTA
a
6. I'm calling it.
remaster, We want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time.
And give us new
You want to
content.
keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back
Oh,
to
yeah.
Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games. I think is really, really important for people to take
Oh,
a look
yeah.
back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
there are
is
still quite
awesome.
a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like
Man, I
when you hear
can't
that
wait.
music at the main
When are they
menu,
going to show us
there's
the
this,
gameplay for this?
there's this like
Oh
flood
yeah,
of
that soundtrack
nostalgia.
is fire.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special
Oh,
moment
yeah.
of coming out.
I think
in
I
the
remember
world
when
for
4
the
came
first
out.
time, what
That's
that
a
meant
long
to this
time ago
game.
too.
Every time we
I
think
think the
about
biggest one I
Oblivion,
remember was
it's
Skyrim, but
what
I
if we
heard
could
that
give that
Oblivion's
moment
good.
to
I still
everybody?
haven't played the original version, but at the same time, I'm definitely going to give it a try after this.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Dude. Is this the remake footage? I think so. It looks really good. Or maybe this is the original.
Whether you're reliving
Oh,
these
yeah, no, I
moments
think
or
that's the
experiencing
remake.
them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we
Oh,
decided
yeah,
to
this looks
remaster
incredible.
Oblivion, we
Wonder if
were
they used Unreal
really
5 on
picky about
this.
Finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion
games they
Remaster
did.
has been absolutely breathtaking.
I need to look them up.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
Nice. I hope there aren't any bugs when this launches.
More friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Really?
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn
this is something I did not know.
Cleansing draws nigh. From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis?
Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine. So you get the full
Hear that, Nintendo? You guys need to do better with making remastered versions of games like Breath of the Wild for Switch 2. Quit not giving us DLC when the game's been out for over 7 years. My goodness. They're doing so much right with this.
I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
Nice. You're probably trying to hold us over until Elder Scrolls 6, whenever that drops.
Blood and death before the end.
Or whenever we get an update.
The technology we used
Dude,
to
this
create
is
the
cool.
original
I don't know why I'm
was
thinking
cutting
of
edge at the
Sauron
time,
when I see
but tools
this.
have come a long way.
Maybe just the fiery circle thing. This actually looks really good.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals.
It is Unreal 5. It is Unreal 5. Okay, I figured because of the textures.
And the buddy brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure
Of course they're
fidelity.
using an Xbox controller.
We
Xbox
knew we
just
had to
trying to
preserve
make
its
themselves as
distinct style,
relevant as can be.
making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush
Nice.
opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place.
Let's hope this does... Actually, no, I think it's going to do way better than Avowed.
Eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the
Nice.
visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows,
I don't know why this is
now
reminding me of Lords of the
entire world
Fallen.
reacts naturally to light.
We used an incredible
Nice.
new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there,
Let's hope they
our
didn't do what
artists
Konami
sculpted
did and just
each
refuse to
individually
re-record
adapt
all the dialogue.
allowing
I
us
mean,
to
as
share the
nostalgic
model,
as Metal
weight,
Gear Solid
and
3 is
textures.
going to be,
As a
I mean,
result, all races,
I'm just not a
including
fan of
Argonians,
them
orcs,
keeping the older
and
audio
Veggies,
files.
are built on the same base mesh.
I mean, come
making
on,
the
you guys
lip
need
sync
to
system
innovate,
more
for goodness
effective,
sake.
even when the
Crying out
characters
loud.
have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances,
Good to know.
you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
Nice.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thing.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Really? Dude, of course you can parry in
UI
this
and
game.
UX. It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Nice.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish.
Nice.
Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller
My
feedback.
gosh.
You know, it's a little thing.
They went all
but
out
little
with
things
this.
add up
My
to make the combat
goodness.
more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
Nice.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
They're adding unique voiceovers.
Each race represented
Nice.
in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese!
Dude, the memes are going to be out of control for this.
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
So I wonder if they're blind to knowledge. See what I did there?
Stop. You violated the law. Stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but
Of
ultimately,
course,
we
because a
decided
lot of the
it's
good,
2025
better games nowadays
and
are
people
sprinting.
are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very
Nice.
beginning of the game.
I wonder how long they've
Every
been working
single
on this.
updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking.
Right.
You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core
Lockpicking,
experience.
nice. I love the art style in
Whether you're
this.
returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just
You
feels better.
adoring fan.
We've modernized
Reminds
a
me
lot,
of Skyrim.
but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
looks creepy for some reason. When is it
Oblivion
launching,
a core
though?
part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on
Nice.
something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. Oblivion
I
games
believe
look
it. It looks pretty
absolutely
good from what I'm
incredible,
seeing so
and I
far.
think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but
When
it's
does it
better
launch, though?
somehow. Like, it's an intangible
Give
thing,
me a
but
launch
it's like-
date!
It's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at
Nice.
Bethesda Game Studios
And Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation
When is it
of
coming out,
players
though?
has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your
Well, the
hands
Xbox
and
exclusive?
didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my job is that I get
Really?
to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available today.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the Mic Check XP YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an upload, and tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. And be sure to leave your thoughts and insights in the comments section and invite a friend to check out these videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next week. Take care.